What is up, guys? Double Dog Dumbbell back again with another video. Today's video is going to be about military housing. There's a few different routes that you can take, and there's definitely some tips that I can share with you to help you get the most out of it, alright? So let's get started. As always, I've got my handy dandy notebook, so let's dive right into it. So the first thing is, how does one get military housing? So typically, this is going to be for your married individuals, or maybe individuals who just have children. Anyone who has a dependent is going to rate military housing. So now that you understand that, where can you live? You can live on base or off base. The two biggest companies that you're going to work with if you're using on-base housing is going to be Lincoln Military Housing or Atlantic Military Housing. It just depends where you're stationed, okay? So basically what you're going to do is you're going to check into your first unit, and you're going to be checking in all over the place. If you have a dependent, let's say a wife or a husband, you're going to request to go to housing. So what they're going to do is they're going to have like a satellite office, if you will, on base. And what you do is you go, hey, I'm new here, I have my dependent, they're coming here on this day and we want to move in. They're like, awesome, cool. We're going to either show you some houses, and we're going to go from there. So once you actually pick out a house, maybe you go see some houses and pick out the one that you like. You're going to go to their main office where you're actually going to do your paperwork for your lease, okay? So there's another route you can take, and that's buying a home. I don't suggest doing that, especially for your first duty station, because there's no real certainties in the military. So you're probably only going to be there for a short period of time, 3-4 years tops. So unless you really want your roots to be there when you get out, I don't suggest buying a home, because then you're going to have to try to sell it, and then you're leaving. You're going to be trying to buy a new home when you're EASing, which means getting out. And it honestly, to me, that's a huge hassle. What if that home that you bought doesn't sell? Now you're sitting on two properties. You might not be able to afford it. There's a lot of things that go into it. And then there's the whole financing thing. How to finance a home, and traditionally if you're in the military, especially like the Marine Corps or the Navy, you're going to go through Navy Federal, maybe try to apply for a VA home loan. But again, I can't stress it enough, that's not the route that I would suggest doing. I would suggest just leasing a home, renting a home for a few years while you're at that duty station, and then getting out and really setting down your roots, okay? So what are some actual tips that I can give you on military housing? And that's look online first, right? So it's when you get your orders, so if you're at the schoolhouse or whatever, and you're getting your orders, look online and read some reviews on not only just the area, but on whatever military housing is available. Because you don't have to go through military housing. You can go rent out in town or do whatever. But, for simplicity's sake, maybe start with military housing and read up on it. See if it's something that you're looking for, and what the reviews are like, if other people enjoy it or if they hate it. You never know. Also, have an idea of what it is that you're looking for, what kind of floor plan you want, whether you want a single story or a 2-story or whatever, right? 3-bedroom, 4-bedroom, whatever the case may be. Have that in mind already, so when you do go to sign your lease or you go to look at homes, you already know what you're looking for. You already have it picked out and you're ready to go. It just simplifies the process and expedites it a little bit. Compare your BAH, or basic allowance for housing, to whatever the lender is trying to sell you, right? So whatever your monthly rate's going to be. So what exactly do I mean by that? So every single month, when you have either on or off base housing, you're getting what's called basic allowance for housing. Basically, whatever branch of service is dumping money into your account, and that's for your rent and utilities and stuff. So be careful when you are going to rent a home that you're not losing a lot of money. So for example, let's say you get $1,200 for your BAH every single month, and the lender wants to charge you $1,500. Well, now you just lost out you're minus $300, right? So you want those two numbers to at least even out. Best case scenario is that your BAH is at more than your actual rent, so maybe you can, pocket a couple of extra dollars. You never know. So be wary of that. Watch out for it for sure. You don't want to be coughing up extra money when military housing is supposed to basically be free, okay? So be careful with that. Again, you can live on or off base. That's completely up to you. I think it's a great option to live off of base. That way, you kind of get away from your job, guys. So, when you're putting in 12, 13, 14-hour days, whatever the case may be, you just want to get away. When work is done, you're ready to get off base and try to live somewhat of a normal life, or like it's the weekend or whatever the case may be, and you want to go out and have some sort of like maybe normalcy in your life, right? It feels great to live off of base. It feels more like a regular job versus when you're constantly on base and you're constantly working and you're never getting away. It just adds a little bit of normalcy, and it's just a little bit of a getaway every single day. That's the main broad things I wanted to cover. If there's more specific questions you may have, hey, please be sure to comment below. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. Comment and critique why you didn't like it. Check out my Instagram, Double Dog Dumbbell. And as always, guys, more good stuff coming soon, all right? Bye.